What it do, what's happening, man. This is E. Smith back with another episode. This is episode 10. Episode 10 with Universal Thought Podcast, man, where we share universal thoughts, ideas, concepts, philosophies, you know, all that good stuff, man. And I got my partners back in the house, man. We got Big Dre, you dig, and we got C. Lewis. I had to give you a nickname, bro.
We call me by my nickname then.
C. Lewis?
No.
What's your nickname?
Slick.
Slick. I asked you on the text what your name gonna be, bro.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
This brother is slick today.
Period.
You see the jacket?
Don't clown me though.
Look, we gonna have to talk about the jacket too at some point. But, no, man, my boy came in and jumped fresh. He just came from a funeral, man. But hey, again, this is another Saturday. I always like to parlay with my partners, my brothers, and just get around and have some good conversation. You dig what I'm saying? So, fellas, what's been going on?
Nothing much. What's going on with you, man?
Man, listen, I'm just trying to make it, man. Grinding and staying out the way. Chris, what's going on?
I'm good, Bill. Like I said, before you get into the jacket, I can explain it, and then we can go further.
Yeah, explain your jacket.
No, I got a last minute confirmation about the colors. Cousin-in-law, he was a big 49er fan. I have nothing red or gold in my closet. And I got the last minute call last night. Said, it's red and gold. Can you do something red and gold? So I jumped up with the K&G. That was the first thing I saw. I said, give it to me. I'm read the cousin-in-law.
But you look slick.
That's how the jacket come along. Because I wouldn't normally buy anything like this. Because I'm more of a solid color guy.
Yeah.
And I saw it. The closest thing I saw the 49ers. And represent.
So they had a 49er. Did they have him in Niners gear?
They had him in Niners gear. He was a 49er fan.
I'm sure he was.
And that's why they put it red, gold, and black. I'm like, I got black. I don't have red and gold. So when I walked in K&G and I went to the suit section, it was the first thing I saw, red and gold. Give it to me. Let me go.
Look sharp.
That's how the jacket. And it came with the bow tie.
I don't give nobody say you look sharp to me, brother.
But I appreciate it. I wasn't looking for sharp. I was looking for respect.
Now you sharp. I don't want to get no glitter on you. It's just glitter.
No, it don't revolve. Because if you actually pay attention, the pants got glittered on too. That's the pinstripe is glittered.
You know, I just noticed that. Man, we're gonna get into it, man. Listen, I want to jump into a few things, man. I heard, for one, and I want to say this before I forget. So, I heard, was it Glorilla? Glorilla said something about what she think is zesty. I forgot what it was. She said that she think that men that, I think it was smoke hookah. She think it's zest. Like most things that men, like some things that's normal, she say that's zesty. And there's been a conversation going around about just weird stuff about whether or not this is considered zesty for a man, and you know, so on and so forth.
Define the word zesty for me, because maybe I'm misinterpreting.
I think. Hold on. You know what?
While you Googling it, just tell me if I'm wrong. Is she talking about something that should be a female, that's considered a female trend, that what men do? That's what I'm getting at.
It was men that get, nope, that wasn't it either. But somebody else said something about men getting their nails done. I get mine done. So.
That's not, whatever, it used to be called something else when you coming up there. What they call it?
Zesty.
Too close to your feminine side, or something like that. What's wrong with a man getting his nails done?
I mean, nothing. It's about perspective, but it's like people putting facts, they attach facts to opinions. And everything is, first of all, everything is over sexualized. So men and women have this thing now where men say women are too much like men, and then and vice versa. So Dre, let me ask you this. Do you understand what this? Like when I say this, you understand what it is?
Yeah.
We old school. It's certain thing we did slick think was zesty. Mm-hmm. But we didn't say zesty though.
Yeah.
We sensitive.
Fruity.
Yeah.
we got a live audience now. You may hear from them too.
Well, see, to me, now I do it not often. I need to get done now, but back in my day, it was getting your nails and for me and your nails and toenails done. Back in the day, that was sort of perceived as being zesty because that was a woman's thing. But now it's more of a just do it for health reasons or whatever. So that was my definition of zesty.
Just because it was known for a woman to do certain things, what's wrong with a man having clean hygiene? If he want to get his nails and feet done, is that not considered hygiene?
But you are interpreting what I'm saying. I said back in the day. Now there's nothing wrong with that.
Today,
nothing wrong with that. Now I'm saying from where I was from, Chris. I don't like I say you've been all over the world, but where I was from in the hood, getting your tail, your toes done, you didn't.
It wasn't considered manly.
It wasn't considered manly at all. No.
Yeah. It wasn't. But there's hygiene.
Well, I understand that, Chris. What I'm saying is, back in the day in the hood, growing up, it was not a big thing that a man wasn't talking about getting his toenails and nails done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. We're agreeing, but it's like, why would I take care of my hygiene and not be considered less of a man, but because of taking my hygiene?
Because back in the day,
well,
people didn't know it was.
You saying back, Chris? Nothing. What? It's a literal argument. All right, so you got the nails. You got now. We all know the man purses, right?
I ain't never go that far.
But what I'm saying, they didn't introduce what used to be the norm is not the norm no more. But you can get caught up in somebody calling you zesty because it's just like having COVID. You can have anything and they'll say you got COVID, right? So it's like I seen somebody say if men get their hair cut too much, they're zesty.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
If you ain't got no beard, that's it.
That's ridiculous. Because it goes back when you say the man purse. Because at first it started off, not to change it, but a quick history lesson. It started off as a satchel.
A satchel.
It started off as a satchel. Then it became the briefcase. Mm-hmm. And then when they brought it, where you stored on my shoulder, they want to say a man purse. Explain what is a man purse?
A purse that a man can.
And so in that instance, because with the word you say zesty, some people would interpret it could be zesty because you want to be flashy or fashionable and made it look like something that a woman would wear. Just because you name it different, it's nothing different. When you say purse, it's a purse. Women wear a purse.
What's the word? Some kind of sexual, when a man keep his hygiene up and keep himself clean. Metro. That's considered zesty. That's to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When a man is too metrosexual, but that's a man who just keeps his hygiene up, his looks, man purse maybe. Zesty and that them words are they the same thing to me.
So would you be proud of your hygiene?
I don't personally care. I've never cared about how I've been perceived outside the world.
That's it. So you call me what you want, as long as I know I'm clean and fresh. I don't care what you call me.
Exactly. I've been getting haircuts all my life, and one time it was once a week. Now it got to be two. I'm gonna go.
Has anybody ever said something about? All right, so we do have some women in the house, and a lot of the. Let me say this: men can judge men. When men judge men on what we consider zesty, we don't really say, like, we don't really go against it. A lot of times it'd be if a woman says it, then we go against it. We be like, what you talking about? Like, but most men agree on what we think is like, hey man, we on. So we got women in the house. So let me hear something from.
I agree.
You agree
but y'all have
with
to understand. Glorilla, whatever her name is, she don't know men from back in the day to where it used to be men were men with their nails were dirty and the women was clean. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they don't know the difference. So that's why she would call it zesty because she never seen it.
But what happens is since she's a celebrity, she's a rapper, all she had to do is say it and it becomes a headline and a stigma. So it's like we gotta have this conversation so that real men or men can put a stamp on what we consider, zesty or whatever the case may be. Now, I do think women's opinion on men is important, just like men's opinion on women is important. Again, it's an opinion, but again, we can still kind of put things in perspective. So, I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Because if she called it zesty, that may be the new age term.
Yeah.
Why have she never taken the time out to find an older man to understand what actually taking care of your hygiene mean, as opposed to putting, like you said, a stigma on it, or this certain, what we gonna call men ain't supposed to get their nails done, men ain't supposed to do this. What do you mean?
20 something?
And exactly, so, and I don't want to bring that in because you can bring up, did you have a father figure and all that, but that's not it. It's like, even if you don't know, you can't really comment on something that you don't know.
You can comment
so
on anything
you want to put if you want to put something out there to make you feel better about something you don't know, that's ignorance to me.
I agree.
She also said she like eating cum off her French fries.
That let you know.
So I didn't say it was validity to what you were saying. I'm saying it's people that agree with.
She just don't want way past ketchup
because they don't know.
I take good nut on mine. So that speaks volume.
By you saying that, I don't know if y'all saw this video, but this here had me really totally disgusted. Didn't know what the hell to say about it.
Oh.
Now, if y'all seen the TikTok video where the young lady, she said, if he can't pull my butt plug out my ass and suck it like a pacifier, he's not the guy for me. What?
Okay.
That goes back to what I was just saying. You say again?
I thought you was going to say Dick Dash.
No, it's a song called Dick Dash. We'll get to that in a minute.
I never heard it, but she literally said, pull her damn butt plug out and suck it like a
pacifier. Yes, I saw that crap.
They black or what? It's a black girl?
It's a black girl. Yeah.
But color don't matter.
They really don't.
If he can't pull my butt plug out and suck it like a pacifier, so he's wow.
If he don't, she said if he can't do that, he's not the guy for her.
And don't be wrong. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. They in a boat I don't even want to look at. Let's not get on. So
back in the days when you was into stuff like that, you kept it to yourself.
Yeah, that's another thing too. With the society now and the culture, ain't nothing being kept to themselves. They saying anything. I mean, porn now is like a damn PG TV because you couldn't have crazy.
Yeah, porn is literally on BET, PT.1.
It's like normal television now because now back in our day we used to have a sneak and remember we had
to see some of they had a song.
Shit, I can turn that damn TV on now and go straight to porn. Porn like normal TV now.
With Cinemax After Dark.
Yes,
Cinemax After Dark. You like wait till mom and them go to sleep.
And then you see it there.
And had to turn the volume down.
And stuff. But now,
no, you remember the videotape where you it had no writing on it, and then you find it, and then you rewind it back to where it was before your mom don't get.
And you saw your mom and auntie them get down.
You don't want to do that.
All right.
But remember CDs? The CD have the women are paying on that stuff. Your porn and you stick it in your DVD and play it and stuff. All that shit, you push play on your TV, regular BT, and voila.
Y'all speaking of porn, I got a question.
I know you don't do porn. We already know you already.
I don't.
You don't do porn. Okay.
But I'm asking, what's the purpose of watching porn?
To each his own.
No, I know each his own,
Chris.
But do you? It's something that I noticed. I don't know it for everybody, but something I noticed through my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Do I suck, or is just the woman want to watch porn to turn her on?
Anything you use. This is my opinion. Anything you use as a toy or a device or porn, it both enhances. It's supposed to enhance the sex. It ain't nothing like what you got. No, man, it's just supposed to make the sex better. That's all. That's just my opinion.
It's fine. I ain't never been a porn guy.
But there's people who don't use toys. Don't use dildos. Don't use all that right there. I mean, to each his own. Whatever makes you know.
Well, Dre, you know me for years. I'm a natural person.
I'm not knocking that. Hey.
Don't get me wrong though. I ain't gonna lie. I have used a toy.
God, please continue that sentence and say you use a toy on a woman.
I said on her.
Yeah. Let her finish.
I said on her. They don't use no toy on me. Yeah, about the only toy I gave her, I did. Don't get me wrong. Like my stripping days, I put a little song on.
You don't have to go into your personal things, though, like I said. But like I said, it's just a.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. I didn't want you to go in detail, but
it is a preference.
Hey, I'm Chris. I'm not Nick Neal.
All right, Slick. I got you. All right.
But yeah, that's ZESTY is something serious, man.
So let me. But I do think, and I like this because it's, again, universal thought is based on what people actually think about what's already put out in the universe. So it's like, just like she said, these young people, you know, you got young people. You remember when, and I'm gonna say it, when sucking dick was, you eat, you know, that was weird at some point, right?
Yeah.
And then we cross over to something else, and then we cross over to something else. It's at one point it was just sex. Like it's just sex. It wasn't freaky, out of control, crazy sex. It was just sex. It wasn't spitting in the mouth. It wasn't had nothing to do with it. It was just, but now we just involved.
I just say this. And my thing is, it was just stuff. As Chris was saying, it was just stuff that just wasn't said. Because all the stuff that's happening has been going on forever. It's just stuff that, as you know, you didn't never. This you never know. Man, mother been sucking dick ever since they got out of the boat.
I was trying to hold it in, but I was so
our culture. We like, oh hell no, you know, growing up. But then as you don't got to be normal in the percent, and then I said everything you want found on the internet. Then you would say this stuff out loud now, and it don't be perceived as you know. It's more like okay, whatever. But everything that's being done has always been done.
Dre, I'm gonna say something, and you probably agree with me. You might not.
Yeah.
We was coming up late, well, we wasn't fucking in the 70s, probably early 80s. It was a braggadocious thing to get your manhood kissed on.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not finna say I kissed her, got doggone prayer parts.
Yeah, no, like I said, it was not that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't get your manhood kissed on. I ain't never heard that before.
Shit, like you ain't never had yours kissed on. But you see what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about that.
I ain't trying to get vulgar because it gonna sound like a porno if I get vulgar.
I promise you, this will be soft. It's still gonna be soft compared to what they had.
But still, you was more proud. You'll go tell your boys, I got my manhood kissed, but you ain't gonna go say you kissed her womanhood.
Kissed her womanhood, yeah. Y'all take it to the grave.
And that's kind of my point, though. That's kind of my point.
See, now, people, man, I hit her from the root to the back to the back, and they proud of it.
That's my point.
Like I said, it's all about anything you put out there now. It's like normal. It's like I said, it's a difference. Do you think that ain't nobody that they really ate for the tootie back in the day? Come on, now, this ain't just started. This shit didn't happen. So the difference is now it's a more elaborate conversation about it.
But they're more open and more confident.
Yeah, but people do have to introduce certain, because it was a point in time I never heard that it wasn't discussed. The booty that wasn't discussed. That wasn't talking about.
That's when who's
doing it? If ain't nobody talk about who's doing it. Like who's doing it? Like if ain't nobody talking about it.
I want to meet the person who invented it.
Well, the first person I heard say somebody would trick dad. And then it would kill
no, he ain't.
I know. I'm my time. I'm talking about me. I'm just talking about.
No, I'm talking about who
publicly said it. I'm saying.
No, I want to know. I would like to meet the person who actually created fellatio, and wondered why he wanted to do it. Because it was a he.
I mean, if we really want to talk about it, it's kind of like sort of translated into that when we talk about Genesis in the Bible. With the snake in the garden, that was kind of the concept. That was what that was. And it's real preachers and pastors that'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know it was a guy that did it. Was the first one that did it. I do know that.
You don't know that.
I do.
How you know that?
Common sense.
No, okay.
If you lick me down here, I never leave you. What's your for you?
How you know a woman that was gay finally came out, and then another woman, she did it to another woman, and she told her man, I think I like that, and then he tried. So how you know could be a woman did that?
It wasn't.
They say a woman know how to please a woman better than a man probably, because she know what she wanted, what they want to be licked at and stuff.
And you know why? I can answer that question.
I kind of got to agree with Christmas.
I disagree.
Hey, I can answer that question. I can answer that question. You know why?
Why?
And please don't get mad at me.
I ain't get mad at you.
You know why that woman can please that woman better than you?
Why?
Because that woman listened to you and you didn't.
And I agree with you. Why would I get mad about something that I agree with you?
So
you just agree with that?
Exactly.
If that's the case,
Exactly.
If that's the case, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call her. Hey, what did you do with your tongue?
You might well do. She give you messages.
Yeah, you might well hand a phone over to her. 'Cause she ain't gonna want you to.
Just give her your number. Just go knock the middleman out. Just go.
No. I ain't say no. I'm gonna call the other girl and ask her what she did. So I'm gonna have to learn that.
Do y'all know anybody that ever had that woman took by another woman?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's some cold.
Yeah. I know a couple.
But it ain't as cold as you think it is. Because my opinion is that if a woman can take your woman, then that woman that you had it already in her. It's just that she got it turned out.
The thing about it is, a woman cannot take your woman. If you allow if you allow certain things in your household, you can't be mad at the consequences. Now, if you know your lady like to be with a woman here and there, whatever, spraying or whatever, how would she do it? You've already invited separation in.
The doors already cracked.
It's done. So the second you slip or whatever, they gone.
Eric, keep going in and out.
Yeah,
I could do it too. My bad.
Because he snapped. So let me say this. Let's say your woman, you ain't even know your woman even interested in women.
That ain't your woman.
Y'all ain't never, hold on. Y'all ain't never opened up the door. Y'all ain't never swung. Y'all ain't never did none of that. And just so happens because, you know, some couples don't tell everybody everything. Let's say she at the grocery store. And it was just, you know, somebody, you know, she had a friendly conversation with a woman. Just friends. And then they exchange numbers over something unrelated. Then they get to talking at some point. Because there's a certain thing that's getting turned out. And if you know how to turn somebody out, you know what approaches to take and how to do it, right?
That's called weak-minded. And
what I'm saying is, if you come home and your woman tell you however it go, and your woman say, "Oh man, and you in love,
You can be. I know it.
and your woman say, "Man, I got something to tell you, bro.
You should have been told me."
I did. I first of all, I look, and it keep getting worse. I met somebody. It's not what you think. It's a woman. She listened to me. We had sex. She ate me out. We had it keeps getting, and she just tearing you up.
No, she ain't. What she doing?
What I'm saying is, would you feel? Well, no. What my question is, would you feel any different if she said a woman rather than a man?
Cheating. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Okay.
Because if she come explain to me like that, you just told me what the hell I need to do better in my next relationship.
But ain't that confusing?
Look,
Don't give it this. It's gonna hurt.
What's the first thing you take from that you need to do better?
I need to do better. I need to do better and listen. Because she basically telling me.
Obviously, she ain't being open. So with me, I'm gonna ask questions over questions for a long period of time because a lie. You tell a lie, you gonna start forgetting that lie how it went out. The truth always gonna come out the same. So I do a lot of questions. I talk.
You see, that's the difference. I'm not. If she come home and tell me something, I'm not even the questions because if I question it, it might send me to another mindset.
I'm back on now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Make sure to plug in.
I might be.
Yes, it plug.
I'm not gonna question. If she come home and tell me something like that, dude, really?
Headphone.
I'm not gonna ask questions because knowing me, if the more questions I ask, then the wrong
Headphone.
It'll be the right answer on her, but on my end it'll be the wrong answer. It can like trigger emotions, and I've learned not to get into that.
And I agree with you on that, but like I said, who you fought for though? Who you fought? I know she'll be wrong.
Well, there's nobody to fault. It's just
who would you
could have been told me this.
Yeah,
and we could have been had this conversation and talked it out. It could have been a lot smoother than just coming in just dropping a bombshell on me.
Yeah. But I think it's a process. I don't think it just turned out just one day.
But it's a process. But does it matter how she tell you? Does it matter? Does it?
Yeah.
No. What matters to you?
I think it do.
You can come hard, so it matters to you.
Yeah, because